Your dog is watching you right now, or they were 5 minutes ago, lying somewhere close, tracking your movements with their eyes while the rest of their body stays still. You reached for something. Their ears shifted. You exhaled. They noticed. Most people assume their dog just wants attention, or food, or a walk. And those things are true, but none of them explain what your dog is actually doing in those quiet moments of watching. Most people believe that showing love to a dog is simple. You feed them. You pet them. You say their name in a soft voice. Maybe you buy them toys. And your dog knows you love them because, well, they just do. Dogs are loyal. That is what dogs are. But animal cognition science tells a completely different story about how your dog receives love, registers it, and responds to it. There are 5 specific things your dog is reading from you every single day. And once you understand what they actually are, you will never interact with your dog the same way again. In 2015, researchers at Azabu University in Japan conducted a study tracking oxytocin levels in dogs and their owners during normal household interactions. They were not looking at training or play, just the ordinary things people do with their dogs at home. The result, when an owner made sustained, soft eye contact with their dog, not a stare, not a command, just a quiet, mutual gaze, oxytocin levels in the dog spiked by up to 130%. That is the same hormone surge that bonds a mother to a newborn child during nursing. Your dog is not just noticing when you look at them gently. Their body is releasing a chemical that signals, "This is the person I belong to." They are not simply seeing you. They are feeling you through neurochemistry that runs deeper than any word you could ever say. The first way your dog knows you love them is through your eyes, not what you say when you look at them, just the softness of the look itself. Your dog has been reading that their entire life with you. But here is where it gets more specific than most people expect. In 2016, researchers at Eötvös Loránd University in Budapest discovered that dogs do not just detect human emotional tone, they process it in the same brain region humans use to process emotion in other humans. Your dog is not hearing noise when you speak to them in a calm, warm voice. They are parsing the feeling behind it, the same way another person would. The second way your dog knows you love them is through your voice. Not the words, but the tone underneath them. Every time you speak to your dog gently, their brain is running the same emotional calculation a human brain runs when someone speaks to them with care. They know. They have always known. Here is what almost nobody thinks about. In 2020, a study published in Scientific Reports tracked where dogs look when shown photographs of human faces. Dogs consistently focused on the left side of the face, the side controlled by the right hemisphere, which is where humans express genuine, unguarded emotion. Your dog is not scanning your whole face. They are looking at the exact half where you cannot fake how you feel. When the third way your dog knows you love them is through your face, specifically through what your face does when you are not trying to make a face at them. When you walk into a room and your expression softens before you even realize it. Your dog sees that. They read it. They store it. And then the researchers found something that reframed everything. A 2021 study from Stockholm University analyzed cortisol in hair samples from dogs and their long-term owners. Hair captures hormone accumulation over months. Not a single moment, but a chemical record of a life. The finding: a dog's long-term stress levels mirror their owners. Not react to them, mirror them. Over months of shared life, your dog's nervous system synchronizes with yours. The fourth way your dog knows you love them is through your calm. When your body is at ease around them, when you are not tense, rushed, or distracted, your dog's physiology registers it as safety. Your presence, when it is peaceful, is one of the most regulating things in your dog's biological world. You are not just a person they love. You are a system their body has learned to calibrate against. But there is one more layer, and this one goes back further than any study can fully measure. In 2019, researchers at Oregon State University identified the specific genetic mutations on chromosome 6 that make dogs uniquely, compulsively oriented toward humans. These are the genes that separate your dog from a wolf. Not intelligence, not size, not obedience. Hypersociality, the drive to seek out a human face, to want to be near a specific person, to choose proximity over independence. The fifth way your dog knows you love them is through your time. Simply being near them, not performing, not training, not even actively engaging, registers as love because your dog was built to need your presence at a genetic level. Sitting in the same room, being available, existing in their orbit. To your dog, that is not passive. That is everything. There is one thing in all of this that you need to pay close attention to. If your dog, who normally tracks your movements, seeks your gaze, or positions themselves near you, suddenly stops doing those things, do not dismiss it as mood. Veterinary behaviorists have found that withdrawal from a bonded human is one of the earliest signs of chronic pain and early cognitive dysfunction syndrome in dogs, appearing weeks before any physical symptom you would normally notice. Your dog does not have language. Closeness is the only way they can signal that everything is right. When that changes, something has changed. So the next time your dog is lying near you, watching, remember what is actually happening. 5 separate biological channels, all running at once. Their oxytocin spiking from your gaze. Their auditory cortex parsing the warmth in your voice. Their eyes locked on the left side of your face, reading what you feel before you say it. Their nervous system settling into the rhythm of yours. And underneath all of it, 14,000 years of a species that chose, at the level of its own DNA, to need you specifically. Not people in general, not whoever is nearby. You, the one whose face relaxes when you see them. The one whose voice goes softer without thinking. That is not training. That is not habit. That is love being received in the only 5 ways your dog knows how. If this changed how you see the ordinary moments with your dog, subscribe and leave a comment below telling me which of the 5 your dog responds to most. Is it your eyes, your voice, your face, your calm, or just your presence in the room? And if you want to understand why your dog always knows the moment something is wrong with you, before you have said a word to anyone, that is the next video. And what the science reveals about it will stop you mid-breath.